Hello my viewers and welcome back to my channel. Do you remember the story I shared of a brother who was saying we Africans live in trees and woods? Well,
when I have a child, I want to take them to Africa. You know what I'm saying? I want to take them to the motherland and let them see that, hey, we're blessed over here, you know, but look at them. They're staying in woods and trees.
I'm back again to share a video of the same brother apologizing to all Africans after realizing that his comment was very immature and distasteful. Now, he went on to say his intent was not to disrespect the culture or the motherland, but hey, I guess the impact is what matters. Now, he says that he took time to watch his video several times and he was disappointed with himself. So let's check out his video and hear what he had to say.
So I was off social media for the weekend to come back and to see hundreds, thousands, and millions of views on a video that showed me on a show that I shot about 3 or 4 months ago, with me saying that Africans are living in trees and in the woods. When I watched that clip and I went back to my show and watched the full context of the show, I am completely disappointed in my words. I am completely apologetic to my African brothers and sisters because that was a very immature, a very distasteful comment for me to make. And I want to own that, and I want to apologize. There's two things that I know when it comes to communication. It's always about intent and then the impact. My intent was for sure to not disrespect the culture, the motherland. If anyone knows me, I am for the African American people. But the intent doesn't matter right now because the words that I spoke, the impact was bad. And I want to publicly, I apologize on my YouTube channel. That video is going up today. But I also wanted to come on Instagram and just apologize to my brothers and sisters because that was a very immature statement of me to make. It was not articulated correctly of the intent of my heart. And I got to own that. To whom much is given, much is also required. And I said something that foolish on my platform, and I got to own it. I got to fall on the sword, and I got to apologize. And I apologize to everyone who I offended with that statement. I apologize to my black brothers and sisters. I apologize to the culture. I apologize to the community. And it will not happen again. I watched my own clip. Like I said, I rewinded it like 10 times. Like, Anthony, how did you say that? What? And so I was disappointed in myself. And I wanted to come on here and just apologize for saying something that crazy about my culture. And here's the thing, you guys. I know for a fact that my Africans are not living in that. I think I was speaking too fast. I said something that was inaccurate, and I didn't catch it. And I just want to come over here and not make any excuses, and own the fact that the impact that it had on my brothers and sisters, it harmed it. And I got to give my hats off to my African brothers and sisters, man. I saw one or two of the videos that were addressing my comments, and man, thank you. I forgot this. I don't know the sister's name. I didn't read the comments because the comments are kind of harsh. But one of the videos, man, was actually, I would definitely say, not hilarious, but it was very educational. Like, it was very, very educational on how she educated what's happening in Africa. And so I just want my African brothers and sisters to know I love you all. Thank you for calling me out on something that was inaccurate for me to say. And as a black man, I need to represent the motherland better. And I am going to Africa next year. We've already booked a trip. I can't wait. And I can't wait to learn about everything in Africa. to learn about every aspect so I can come back and better represent our community, better represent our heritage, better represent our community. So love you all. Please charge it to my head and not my heart. I'm going to do better at educating myself and representing the motherland, representing the Black community, the African community better on my platform, because my platform is about progressing us, progressing the community, progressing us financially. And I cannot, and I just cannot represent the African community that way. And so I want to be a man of my word, and I want to be integral, be a man of character, and own it, fall on the sword, and apologize for my foolish statement. That was a foolish statement.
Now, after watching the video, what do you think about this brother's apology? Firstly, I want to thank him for his apology and willingness to make amends after realizing that what he did was wrong. Now, indeed, his statement affected a lot of people. What do you think about his apology, though? Anyway, let's check out what others had to say about his apology video. Now, the first comment reads, "Receiving the apology from the living room on my tree while patting my leopard." Okay, guys, this person is just being sarcastic in his or her response. The response is giving sarcasm vibes. Okay, the second comment says, we are forgiving people, but brother, come on, Google is free. I agree to this statement because just how could someone say such a thing, even if he is claiming that that was not his intent. Anyway, let's move on to the third comment, which says, "It's not your fault. It is what the Western media has painted for a long time. Now that you are aware, let us spread awareness." Okay, let me just read two more comments from people, then get to share my own thoughts on this. Now, this one says, "I forgive you, my brother. Come to South Africa and experience Ubuntu." The last one reads, have you ever visited Africa before? Wondering where you got that misinformed outlook from? American media? Okay, guys, these are some of the comments from the people in the comment section. Now, a majority of people have forgiven him and are happy that he has realized his mistake and he was willing to man up and make amends. Now, there is an art to commenting without knowing what you are talking about. It turns out that a lot of people or commenters have yet to master this. Now, you could of course spend a little time doing some research and curation first to fill in your knowledge gap. If you respond without knowing the subject, you are responding emotionally, and most people do this. Now, this isn't good. This isn't good. You first need to know what you're talking about, otherwise you are contributing nothing. Now, I know that Africans and Black African Americans have a very serious misunderstanding sometimes, and just want to say you have to stop making these kinds of comments, because most of the perception is not actually true. Like, we need more Black African Americans to go to the motherland, so that this misconception and this misunderstanding can cease or come to an end. The only way that this will happen is if they take trips to Africa. I think what Anthony O'Neill did was good. Like, him coming on to a public platform and being like, you know what, I'm sorry, I apologize, I was ignorant, and I'm going to own up to the ignorance, and then I'm going to take action behind it, because that is how you show improvement. That is how you correct something like this. It was really disappointing to hear him say that about a continent he has never visited. Like, it makes you wonder where he got this whole idea or whatever it is to him from. Misconception is a view or opinion that is incorrect because it is based on faulty thinking or understanding. Now, a wrong or inaccurate idea or conception, and we saw this being done by Anthony. Now, in as much as he said in as much as he said that, let's forgive him so that he can have an opportunity of visiting Africa. Like, when he does, let him go and share his experience to other people who might have the same misconception about Africa. Him knowing the truth will help him teach his children the correct things and like what he wanted to tell his children. So these are basically my thoughts on this. I hope you enjoyed the video. I would like to know what you think about his apologies. So don't forget to drop your comments. From me, it's a bye-bye, and see you in my next video.